to find unique solution to the boundary value problem by using the method of Laplace transform. Solve a second order non-homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficients with boundary conditions y0 is 0, y at pi by 2 is 1. The differential equation concerning with boundary conditions is called boundary value problem. Our aim is to obtain a unique solution to this boundary value problem by the method of Laplace transform. For this kind of problems, first we consider a second order non-homogeneous linear differential equation. It is in the T space. We can apply Laplace transform on both sides of this equation. We have L of y double dash plus 9 y equals to Laplace transform of 18t. We know that Laplace transform to the second derivative is s square y of s negative s y0 negative y dash of 0. The derivative whose consequent is multiplication. That is why what we have the parameter s, that is in the ascending order, the conditions that were present in the descending order. So it is a second order derivative. It needs two conditions. They are y0 and y dash of 0. And you have a Laplace transform of y, that is generally y of s. But on right hand side you can see Laplace transform to the 18t. It is a polynomial function. So that is why once you need to know the Laplace transform of t power n is n factorial by s power n plus 1. Now we can see Laplace transform of y double dash s square y of s negative s y0 negative y dash of 0. According to linearity, there is a plus 9 times of Laplace transform of y is y of s, that equals to 18 is constant outside of the Laplace transform to function t. Laplace transform of t is polynomial function t power 1 where n is 1. Laplace transform of t power 1 is 1 factorial by s power 1 plus 1. 1 factorial means 1 by s square. So 18 into 1 by s square is 18 by s square. Generally we have the boundary conditions, but here we have the initial conditions. Y of 0 is utilized here as 0, but y dash of 0 not presented in the hypothesis, not given in the hypothesis. That is why we assume the condition y dash 0 as a generalized constant a. Now substitute these initial conditions in this equation. S square y of s negative y0 is 0, that is why the second term ignored. Negative y dash of 0 is the generalized constant a, that is why we have seen here a plus 9 y of s. There is no change in the last term, that equals to 18 by s square. To get y of s, take common y of s. You have s square y of s plus 9 y of s. There are two terms on this left hand side of the expression. The resultant one is s square plus 9 times of y of s is 18 by s square. Negative a can be brought it to the right hand side. Now to get y of s, multiply with 1 by s square plus 9 throughout this equation. One can get y of s as 18 by s square into s square plus 9 plus a by s square plus 9. Now already we have discussed about y of s, that is 18 by s square times of s square plus 9 plus a by s square plus 9. The first 10 can be resolved into sum of simple partial fractions. We have the formula regarding to express this fraction as a sum of partial fractions. 1 over by b minus a, 1 by s square plus a negative 1 by s square plus b, provided that b is greater than a. Here a is 0 and b is 9. So according to it, 18 is constant, 9 negative 0, b is 9, a is 0, 9 negative 0 is 9 of 1 by s square, a 0, that is why 1 over s square negative negative 1 over s square plus b, b is 9, that is 1 by s square plus 9. So we have resolved into partial fractions plus a by s square plus 9. 18 by 9 is 2, 2 into 1 by s square, that is 2 by s square, negative 2 times of 1 by s square plus 9 is 2 by s square plus 9, plus there is no change in the third term, we have taken as it is. Now one can observe the first term is a different term, the last two terms are, the denominator expressions are similar, that is why 2 by s square taken as it is, s square plus 9 is the LCM to these two terms. Now the numerator should be added, a negative 2 is the numerator term. Now y of s is resolved into sum of simple partial fractions. It is in the S space. We can apply inverse Laplace transform throughout this equation. L inverse of y of s is L inverse of 2 by s square plus a negative 2 by s square plus 9. You need to know that L inverse of 1 by s power n plus 1 is 1 by n factorial t power n. It is used to evaluate L inverse of 1 by s square. Later you have a 1 by s square plus 9. To evaluate such inverse Laplace transforms, you need to know that L inverse of a by s square plus a square is sin 80. According to these formulae, you can see 2 is constant outside of inverse Laplace transform to 1 by s square plus a negative 2 constant, but we know the result to inverse Laplace transform to a by s square plus a square as sin 80. So but it doesn't consist 3, that is why I have multiplied 3 at the same time divide with 3. You can see the inverse Laplace transform to 3 by s square plus 3 square. L inverse of y of s is y of t, that equals to 2. L inverse of 1 by s square, here n is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, that is why n1, 1 by 1 factorial t power 1. 1 by 1 factorial means 1 into t power 1, that is why 2t plus a negative 2 by 3 is constant. L inverse of 3 by s square plus 3 square became sin 3t. It is a function in terms of variable t, but it consists one generalized constant a. To find this generalized constant, you need one condition. That condition already we have given in the hypothesis, that is y of pi by 2 is equal to 1. Already we have used the initial one of the condition, y0 is 0, but this is another condition. You can use this condition to get the generalized constant a. Y at pi by 2 is 1 means t is pi by 2. We have to substitute the value of t as pi by 2 in this solution, which implies that y at pi by 2 is 1. That is why we have seen 1 on left hand side of this equation. 2 into t is pi by 2 plus a negative 2 by 3 sin 3 t is pi by 2, that is why we have seen sin 3 pi by 2. We know that sin 3 pi by 2 value is negative 1, that equals to 2 cancel, we get pi a negative 2 by 3 into negative 1 is negative a negative 2 by 3. LCM is 3 here, That is why we have 3 equals to 3 pi negative a negative of negative 2 positive 2. We have to find the generalized constant a. We have a is 3 pi. 3 can be brought to the right hand side. 2 negative 3 is negative 1. Therefore 3 pi negative 1 is the value of the generalized constant. Substitute this value a in the solution. Thus one can get y of t is 2t plus a is 3 pi negative 1 negative 2 over 3 sine 3t. Simplify this fraction. We have y of t equals to 2t plus 3 pi negative 3 by 3 is pi negative 1 sine 3t. Hence, which is the required unique solution to the boundary value problem by an application of Laplace transform technique.